abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bridgerton episode 3. I am Viscount Vivian.
And I am Lady Fiona.
Yes, and we have Lady Whistledown, or Val, is here as well. If you want to say hello.
Hello.
Lady Whistledown from the heavens above in her gold
them. Loving us, showering us with tips. Thank you all for being here today on this Monday of infinite sorrow. I'm just excited to be here with you all and Fiona and everyone to just kind of disassociate and have fun for the next hour in the land of the Ton.
In the land of the Ton. Yeah, let's go back to a time when they also had very few rights.
Yes, good job. You're really getting into the themes. You're good for curriculum today. And we both have fans.
Ooh.
I know yours is bigger and gayer, so.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, is there anything we want to say before we watch A Bee in Your Bonnet?
A Bee in Your Bonnet. This is a pinnacle. This is an important episode.
Yeah, this is really important, I will say.
We're gonna get into people's character history. We're gonna get into their trauma. We're going deep dive into what makes them tick. I think it's a lot about fear. I think this episode is really based around fear. It's driven by fear, if we want to be analytical.
Ooh, okay, yes, English teaching.
Yeah. The theme is fear and stress. But here's where the story really gets picking up.
We're picking up. Okay, I love that. I will say, disclaimer, my cat for some reason is yelling. If you hear a baby crying in the background, it's just a cat. It's just a cat named Baby Cat.
Just to confirm, we are watching season 2, episode 3. Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Season 2, episode 3, A Bee in Your Bonnet. So go ahead, pull up your Netflix on your phone, your computer,
whatever you need to pull it up, your devices.
Pull it up.
And let's hear it for the bees.
All right.
Let's hear it for the bees. Lady Whistledown, if you want to throw up the countdown, we're ready.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Great. I just pressed play on my little mini screen.
Your little mini screened. I love that we're seeing the Shondaland logo.
Baby.
I know Baby Cat is like so excited for bees. She did help me catch a wasp the other day, so she gets it. Oh, okay.
I was there for that.
You were there? Fiona was there for the amazing skills. Already we're starting off with a flashback. We can tell this is sad and like a memory because it's gray.
Is that their dad?
That is the dad. I was going to say, have we seen the dad at all before?
We have not.
Yeah.
This is a new introduction. Edmund, I believe, is his original name.
Yes, Edmund. The sideburns are back.
There is a little CGI to make Sir William Anthony look a little younger.
Yeah, they really did some smoothing. It is like exceptional technology, I would say.
So Anthony is 18 years old right now, and they're on a hunting trip together, just having a good old giggle.
I feel like this is showing like how much he idolized his dad, and his dad is like perfect at everything. Also, we love the hair design. They brought the curls in front to hide his forehead wrinkles. We love.
Yeah, he definitely has forehead wrinkles.
Yeah, but not with that little curly pompadour.
Look at how cool my dad is. He like shot the deer.
And this is, what's the name of their house that we're at right now? In the country? We're in the country this episode.
In the country house, their main estate, the family estate.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but we will find out this episode.
Yeah, we will. And this is where Anthony is going to live once he's married. His ancestral home.
Do we already know what happened to their dad?
You're about to find out.
Oh.
Great question, Lady Whistledown. Oh, let's get a bee alert. I see a bee on that little flower, which is a hyacinth.
Oops.
A hyacinth, which is the name of the final daughter.
We're getting some clues here about what might be happening.
Oh, there goes that bee.
Do we turn it up? I'll turn mine up. Okay, so he was just stung.
Right.
The damn thing stung me. Whatever.
Uh-oh.
Father.
Oh, zombie moment, kind of.
Kind of like a moment.
It's giving Walking Dead.
Help us, someone!
And then for the
so
mom
much
pregnant,
Pregnant
bringing
with
it down.
her last daughter, Hyacinth.
So she's pregnant with the daughter Hyacinth. He was just picking those flowers. This is sad. I think this is
Very
a trauma thermometer moment. Let's do the low trauma. Uncomfortable. We are uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable. And I actually whenever we're ready, I've got a bit of a Fiona fact.
Really? Let's hear it.
The history of allergies. So I looked into this a little bit because I was like, throughout the story in the books and the show, everyone refers to like Edmund as in like, how did your dad die so young?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? A bee. Then even the scene, they're like, a bee. We don't know. We didn't discover around, this is like 1812. They didn't discover allergies to pollen until 1819, and they did not discover anaphylactic shock until the early 1900s.
Dang. So if he had an EpiPen.
There wouldn't have been an EpiPen. There wasn't one for a very, very long time. So
Wow.
there was nothing that could have saved him at all. And also, the fact is, it looks like he's dying from like magic.
It does. And like that. So in the book, I feel like it kind of clearly lays out like Anthony's thought process. So Anthony thinks he is also going to die young because he's like, how could I outlive my father who was such a great man? And Anthony also like does not understand at all like what you're saying, how he died. He thinks he just like dropped dead. Because in the book, they say that he had been stung before, but just never on the neck.
Which makes sense because sometimes allergies get worse as you so the older you get, suddenly you might not get anaphylactic shock until you're like 40 or 50.
Dang, that was a really good Fiona fact.
Gotcha.
This is a diamond alert. We have Edwina and her little council with Kate and Lady Danbury and her mom planning how they're going to kind of deal with this weekend because Anthony has invited them early because I guess the Bridgertons always throw a ball in the country.
Right. A family, I guess Fiona fact, if I really want to get into it.
Okay, I'm loving this.
So in the Regency area, in the Regency era and in the Victorian era, pretty much until the turn of the century, like going on a holiday or going on a retreat is what they would call them to the countryside. You have this grand country estate, and then you'd invite a group of friends, a lot of the times potential suitors and young women from the community, like you're in your like inner circle, the ton, and you go to someone's house and you stay there for literally like a week or two. Like it's usually a very long extended stay, in my opinion. So like they're there for like a fortnight, which is 2 weeks, and you literally just play games every day and drink and go to the fancy dinner. You have dancing after. It's a whole.
And they hook up, right?
Yeah, it's like famously everyone hooks up when you're alone in the country on a trip.
Yeah, they're hooking up, sneaking around. So kind of fun. And that's why I feel like they are having the conversation of like, how are we going to navigate this? Because there's schemes afoot. But that was a great Fiona fact. You're hitting hard this week.
I'm hitting hard.
I'm loving it.
It's a juicy episode.
It is. The Featheringtons, what's going on with them right now? I actually love this dress on the mom. I will, because credit where credit is due. The mom is serving in this dress right now. For me.
It's still the drama. We're still in the drama of the cousin.
Oh yeah, the new Lord Featherington.
And what are we going to do? Because he's going to take the estate if he remarries. So now the mother's obsessed with like, well, one of my daughters needs to marry him so that we can stay in this house.
Gross. And they're comparing themselves to the royal family who also inbreed. So it's kind of like
nasty.
Yeah. Gross.
They actually is really popular. Gizzy. Sorry, my cat just turned the light off, everybody. So if I seem dimmer.
Cat drama.
So much. Oh, she did it again.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
She's like, she doesn't want me to have my lineup. Okay.
I have nothing to say about the Featheringtons, honestly, except the mama's doing what she has to do.
Yeah, and this isn't really like and I know as far as the books go, we never dive this deep into the Featheringtons. They're usually just a plot device, not a whole story. But they want us to get to know Penelope.
Yeah, which I'm here for. Okay, so this is a moment that I didn't make an image for, but I do want to point out. It's a where's the Duke moment, where the Duke would be here. Daphne rolling, because they're like around. I feel like they don't live far because they live in the country also.
Exactly.
I definitely feel like he would have joined this family reunion. But we do have Augie.
The baby.
The baby is super cute. Eloise can't hold a baby. We love it. It's nice seeing all the Bridgertons like together.
Fiona, I have a question about this time, whatever. Would a man just grab a baby like that in this era?
Probably not, but they're trying to sell the Bridgertons, because in the books they're trying to sell the Bridgertons as like abnormally close. So like the siblings are actually friends with each other and they really do care about their like nieces and nephews and stuff. But like in general, the kid probably wouldn't even be in the room. Like it would immediately be handed off to a nanny or a nursemaid is what they're called.
Yeah.
You don't want a baby in the room.
The Bridgertons are different. They're not like other girls.
Yeah, they're definitely not like other girls. They're way more family oriented.
Yeah. And now he's like, this is kind of mirroring the scene with Edwina of him being like, okay, family, you guys have to help me win over her entire family. We're all in this together. Mm-hmm. And then Daphne kind of roasting him, being like, yeah, because you were so helpful to me last season, which if you saw last season, you saw that Anthony was really annoying and not
rude and
dueling people and
loving to duel and loving to try and set people up with, like this. Why are we handing the baby to Lady Danbury? That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but yay, we have Edwina, fantastic, diamond alert.
In the blue. Also, the house is called Aubrey Hall. This is Aubrey Hall. Kate's kind of taking in the grandeur, and honestly, she's impressed. Okay, this is our lovers, their cross, our stars. Because did you see his little smile?
Yeah, no, and like he goes straight to the older sister who he's not supposed to be courting.
Literally. Oh, we also have a Newton tension breaker moment.
Love Newton.
I can't find Newton. Okay, wait. Oh no, wrong one.
No,
wait. Yeah, like why? Whatever that was. Okay, this is also tension. This is my favorite. Everyone says they don't have chemistry, or not everyone. Some idiots on the internet say that they don't have chemistry. They have massive chemistry.
Massive. How do you feel,
also,
Lady? This is your first time watching it. Do you feel the chemistry, or do you wish there was more?
I am watching these episodes without sound, and I can see how much chemistry they have.
See? Okay, thank you. Everyone else, forget it. Okay, that's a child.
That's a child.
Yes.
No, that is a child, Anthony.
That is a child. But she is giving perfection. Like the outfit, the hair, everything about her. The way she talks.
She's very poised, statuesque.
Statuesque.
Describe her without saying statuesque.
You can't. And I think like that is going to be interesting in this episode because clearly the Bridgertons are a little bit more rough and they're kind of athletic and outspoken, I feel like. Besides Daphne. And well, Daphne still is like super competitive.
Yeah, very competitive family.
Yeah. Oh, Anthony's like, Mom, give me my ring.
And also, if you might not have caught that moment, Daphne got confused because Anthony's chemistry was so strong with Kate. She thought Kate was Edwina because he had said, I'm trying to pursue Edwina. So she went over and was like, what's up, Edwina? And Kate's like, yeah, no, I'm actually the older sister. I'm not Edwina. And so Daphne's like, you dummy, I see right through you. You are in love with this older sister. Let's stop.
Yeah, because now that Daphne fucks, she like gets it.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. She's fucking.
Exactly. So now she understands things like chemistry.
And like when you're smelling her too long, why are you smelling her?
Yeah, that comes up later, I think.
Yeah,
He's
but
definitely-
it's
this
perfect.
shows a lot about breath, which I think like does come up in this episode with like, oh, it's about to happen. Like they described their breath a lot. Like Violet is like panting right now and like can't breathe because the husband just died, and
Yeah, she's hyperventilating,
mhm.
afraid, and also she's pregnant.
How do you feel? Because like similar historical accuracy question, like I feel like their servants in season 1 were portrayed more as like involved in the family, and so I'm like, would the servants be acting like this? Like they can see his dad just died. Would they be like, "Sir, you are the," you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there is such an importance on like protocol. There has to be the head of the household, and the only person who can make decisions, it doesn't matter, like just like with royalty, and they're semi-royalty, they're nobles, they're noble.
True.
So they're, you know, it's just bullshit. You immediately have to start making decisions, and it's crazy, and you'll see this later on. It's like, why wouldn't the older matriarch of the family be in charge? And that moment grieving, but then later on they're never gonna listen to a woman.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
So now Daphne is explaining the rules of Pall Mall, which I don't really get.
I also don't, because it looks like croquet, and it seems
Well, I think it's croquet.
It seems to play as croquet.
But also has slight bocce ball rules if you've ever played bocce ball.
It does, so it might be.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even look that up. Didn't even think
Look it
about
up.
it.
So Daphne also, I feel like, is setting the stage where she's like explaining how each of the Bridgertons is like a super competitive athlete. And you can see that Kate is like, yes, I'm here. Let's play the game. I'm down to compete. And Edwina is just kind of doing her whole poised, I'm taking things in, but I want everyone to just be nice. Should I go get my cat? Do you
No,
think?
I love it.
Yeah.
So Pall Mall, Fiona fact.
Yeah.
Pall Mall was a precursor to croquet.
Okay.
And it came from the French and was basically played before croquet was invented around the turn of the century. And it's like almost the exact same game, but Pall Mall is just like played slightly differently.
Okay. Good to
From
know.
what I quickly learned from a quick Google search. So
Google search.
yeah, if anybody is watching and knows more.
Shout it out. Yeah. Type it in the little chat. Now the Featherington mom is kind of being like, I'm gonna slut my girls up. So they
Put 'em
can.
up.
She's like, even the modiste wouldn't make the dress low enough. I think that is so funny.
Was she asking her to make it lower? What was she asking for?
She was asking her to show more of the daughter's cleavage because she feels like that'll, yeah, make the cousin be like, oh, you're hot. It doesn't.
Yeah, the word for cleavage back then was your décolletage.
Décolletage.
Yeah, it came from the French. Don't know what it means. Maybe someone else does. But it just means like, your pretty boobies.
Okay, what's happening now? Do you want to explain the Whistledowning? We're whistling, we're downing.
So right now, the modiste, my dear modiste, knows that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. Right now, they're kind of cutting it. Isn't that what they're doing? They're cutting a deal, right? I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so
they're cutting a deal.
Like, you need to help me. Ooh, Pall Mall brawl. Let's go. Let's go, Pall Mall brawl.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm obsessed. We love it.
Love it.
So they are competing and fighting from the jump. Like, they literally fight over which mallets are the best. Like, this is serious to the Bridgertons. And Kate took Anthony's mallet
Hmm. She's also a dom, so she picks the black.
Yeah. She's like, I'm here for death.
Mhm. She's probably first.
Look at him flirting. She's just flirting, 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 flirting.
And they do that.
Roasting.
There are people in the world who do flirt, fight, and
I'm one of those people. I love to flirt and fight.
mhm. I don't understand it, but other people really do sometimes enjoy a good banter.
Love banter. If I'm not bantering, I don't want it. Get out.
I see this thread.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just different. So Daphne won last year, they were saying, right? Did we see this last year? I feel like we did.
We did not.
Oh.
This was also a first time in the book.
And everyone, all the fans were very excited about this scene.
Because, yes.
It's everyone all together. Being
It's everyone all together. In the book, the Duke is there. We're missing our Duke, missing Duke.
Yeah, he should be here. Where's the Duke?
Where's the Duke? He's supposed to be here, and he's supposed to be the one who's like, y'all are super into Kate. Let's all just stop pretending.
That's awesome.
Is the Duke the guy from all the pictures from last season?
Yes.
Yeah. The hot guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who, there were rumors he was coming back for season 3, and then he posted an Instagram with Jonathan Bailey, and he was like, I'm not coming back.
And it's
Okay.
like, why?
Chill. Just
I'm gonna get
chill.
upset. I don't need you all the time. I need you in like a walk
One
up,
scene. Yeah, just one scene.
a couple of scenes that we know you exist because it's a part of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, sorry, no offense, reggae, Jean.
Age.
That's it. What are you up to? No offense. What are you so busy doing?
I don't see anything. I did read too, the actress that plays Eloise said that this scene was really hard to shoot because her and the actor that play Colin were having like really bad allergic reactions to they're having hay fever. And she said at one point they literally had to stop filming because she didn't realize she sneezed and like had snotted all over the front.
That's really relatable. Allergies right now are terrible.
They're just like us.
Yeah, they're just like us.
Also, this is my favorite Benedict outfit. I love the flower
Mhm.
vest. I want that. It's so good.
Cravat. A nice
Cravat.
Wow.
And I love that Lady Danbury is not playing, but is like coaching.
I know. It's very in her character.
Mm-hmm.
She loves
She
to get
throws
involved.
down.
What?
She throws down. Like last season we saw, she has full parties.
She really does.
Really does. This is a scheming mama's moment, Lady Whistledown, if we have that. I feel like these mamas are they're relating over their husband's death and how do you raise kids in this crazy world without a man?
And just like being a widow.
Yeah, being a widow.
Yeah. And then when you both like actually loved your husband, because that's really the only difference.
That is what makes all 3 of these women unique is Lady Danbury, Lady Sharma, and Lady Bridgerton all really loved their husbands.
Which is rare for these times.
It
Really
is.
being a widow was jackpot.
Yeah, for a lot of them.
Especially if you had like a son. If you had your son and then he died, and then you're like, your son's still a kid, like a small child, and can't immediately inherit everything, baby, you got the purse strings, you got it all, you got your life made. Nobody has to bother you.
Nobody's gonna bother you.
Yeah, being
I love it.
If you like didn't like your husband, which most didn't.
Yeah, I feel like 90% didn't like them. What's happening now? So now I feel like, because the point of this game is like knock your opponent's ball out of the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's about to knock Anthony's, right?
She is.
I love how
Look at flirt.
that one sister is holding her mallet.
Eloise.
Yeah.
That's great.
Isn't it so good? She's like, I'm giving lesbian, even though I'm straight.
Exactly. She's very much the sportsman in the book.
Eloise is, yeah.
She's like a better shot than her brothers. It's like a whole storyline.
I love that. Anthony's so pissed. The thing about Jonathan Bailey, he does play pissed so well. Pissy.
Really just in a mood.
In a little mood, just in a little
Trying to hide it, but like it's super obvious.
Yeah, but it's super obvious. So now little Edwina's not good at hitting. She hit her own ball into the woods. And look, she's so sad. I'm bested. I'm going to turn it. I like this moment. She's trying to decide if she wants to keep playing the game or go sit down. And what is she? She doesn't want to ruin her shoes.
Mm.
And she chooses to leave. And that's a powerful choice.
It is. It would have been mine. I hate playing games and anything athletic.
And she's got cute little pink shoes on.
Yeah, and Anthony's like, why are you leaving? We were going to hang out more. And she's like, I would rather not.
Yeah. He's like, wasn't this so fun when I was being really competitive?
I'm like yelling.
And flirting with your sister?
Yeah. It was so fun, wasn't it?
Wasn't it so fun?
Okay.
Then we have little Colin. Oops, I almost fell off my chair. Little Colin.
And it's sort of like, that's the difference between croquet and pall mall from what I read, is like in croquet, you don't hit it that far. You're not trying to like whip it around.
Yeah.
You're just trying to tap it through the rickets.
They're like doing so far.
Yeah, and here they're like, they've made it like extreme.
I also feel like Colin did that to like kind of mess with them a little bit too.
Oh yeah, every single person, which is honestly a trope in itself of all romance, but especially historical, is the everyone around you can tell that you're into each other except for the two of you.
Love it.
So they're just like messing with them and being like, let's keep putting them in rooms alone.
Yeah. Because you guys are, and I just think it's fun because Anthony is like so annoying too.
Yeah.
He's like particular, and then they're all just like, dude, you're so dumb.
He's intense and the type A.
Yeah. Oh, this scene is probably one of my favorites also. This just has such good, because there's more scenes of them alone together, I think, this episode. Should we listen to this one? I love this scene.
I love the look she just gave him when he was like, we're going to go get the ball. Like, I would know. We're not going to
Yeah.
cheat.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, you think you're cool, but you have no idea.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna go in. I don't care about my pink slippers. Oh, you're
Yeah.
out.
Unless you do not wish to dirty those fine boots. Do not
Get him.
worry about my boots.
Do not worry about my boots. Favorite line.
Mm-hmm. They're always just trying to like one up each other, which is
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so cute. And the little balls hitting each other. His
Mhm.
face acting the house down.
And it's great that he's the pink and she's the black.
Yeah, we love it. Switching gender expectations.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
I love this. And her little shoe too is so pretty, like the way the ribbon goes up.
Yeah.
Okay, him throwing the like racket down is so hot though. And they're laughing, they're giggling, messy. Uh-oh. Let's get muddy, dirty, Lady Whistledown. Let's get dirty. Christina Aguilera's dirty. We love it. Because now I feel like they're in the mud together. They're breaking the tension with each other. They're seeing each other in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. We stand.
And it's like they're all having a lovely, cute, giggle, fun time and being like, you're actually not that much of an asshole.
Yeah. And then she helps him up. His eyes.
Yeah.
I'm just obsessed with him, obviously. And his little crop top jacket.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
I wish men still wore that.
Me too.
Me too. It's way cooler than like a normal suit.
Mm-hmm.
But then he, of course, brings it back to her sister, which it's like, dude, buzzkill.
Yeah, he's like, oh right, remember that like I'm gonna get the diamonds. It's like it's not really about that, bro.
Yeah. And I love that she asserts herself. He's like, it's different. I'm a Viscount. I have a duty to protect my sisters. And she's like, I'm this in the same position, dude. Like, I don't have a dad. Chill. What did he just ask her?
To let him prove himself that he's worthy of her sister.
Oh. Uh-oh. She hit the ball over by that bench. Why is there a bench in the middle of the wood?
Mood killer.
Mood killer. Now she's killing the mood. He's so sad. Look how haunted. Wait, happy hauntings, Lady Whistledown. He's haunted. Haunted.
Wow, he's haunted. His memories, the bench. Oi.
All right, what could be over there? The game is over. Leaving.
It's like, really?
Face his trauma.
Mm.
What were you gonna say?
I was just saying, yeah, trauma.
Yeah, the trauma. He can't face it.
Won't even think about it.
Won't even.
Oh, no.
And now she's going to look what's over here, but Edmund's grave. Kind of cool that I got to be so far away and stuff.
The grave?
Yeah, like that they get to have it on their own property.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The 8th Viscount. 1803.
So he was 18 and so he's like what is he, like 29 in this?
Oh, now it's raining on Anthony as he's charging across. We love rain. Rain also symbolizes rebirth. And also, in this case, literal birth. We are going to see Violet giving birth to Hyacinth.
Also take note of the thunder.
The thunder and lightning.
That's brought up throughout the story.
Yeah, big theme.
Oh,
This
wow.
is such an uncomfortable moment. Let's give this the second trauma thermometer. Trauma thermometer. We are low-key freaking out.
You're low-key freaking out. This is a lot.
This is a lot because she's having the baby. This is her like what, 6th kid, 7th, 8th kid.
Yeah,
So
7.
she knows something's wrong. They all know something's wrong. It's not normally this painful and yelly. And so now they're asking Anthony if they should save the mom or save the baby, which is kind of heavy to be talking about this weekend, honestly. But this is what it used to be like when midwives were more prevalent and were the main like people help assisting in birth. Midwives always prioritized the mother. That is just like how they do it, and that's
And
has to be done.
Yeah.
Then when the men started taking over the birthing process, like male doctors, they started to prioritize the child because it was very often they were prioritizing the male heir over the life of the mom. And that is a struggle we still see today, literally happening right now.
And just like not having autonomy, she's literally having to like fight for her own rights in this moment by being like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And she's like yelling, like, how dare you put this question on my own child to make that decision? It should only be my husband's who's dead or mine who is dying.
Yeah. And that's why she's like so angry. She's like, why won't they like listen to me? And I'm saying right now, like, no, you're gonna save my ass.
Yeah. This is a traumatic moment for both of them. I feel like also Anthony and the mom have a lot of trauma together. Like,
yes,
it was him and her finding Edmund. It's him and her in this moment. Like, they always have to go to the events together now, like, because they're the Viscount and Viscountess. Like, that's a really complex relationship. It's not just your mom, but it's like all these other things.
like you're the leader of the household, so you're like a leader.
Yeah. Oh, the portrait of the dad. Why? And he's like shaking. If there's one thing Jonathan Bailey is gonna do, it's be so upset he's literally vibrating. We're doing fan language. We're feathered.
Okay. You gotta show off your titties by fanning below your titties.
Yep. That's what we do. I might get a snack during the Featheringtons.
Oh wow, peep the Pedialyte, everybody.
Yeah. Pedialyte moment. I was drinking LaCroix. Val, or Lady Whistledown, are you drinking anything?
I too have a LaCroix.
What flavor?
Key lime.
Ah,
Yours?
Mine's hibiscus. Hibiscus?
Ooh.
Her boobs aren't even that out.
I know, but they really, well, you can't control the size of your chest, let's be honest. And also, as I've mentioned before, the short stays, they're designed to like smash your titties up like that.
Yeah.
And then let
Not
your
just saying, oh, they're talking about America and how uncivilized it is. And they're not wrong.
they're not wrong. They are certainly not wrong. And
We're a mess. Still today.
Maybe they'll take us back.
Yeah. Still taking us back. Sorry if you hear some opening. I'm gonna be eating some of these turtles.
Ooh.
Cheddar turtles.
good for you.
So he's into Miss Cowper, who I feel like is everyone's like fake choice. Even last season, they're like, is it gonna be Cressida? I was like, no, it's never Cressida.
It's never Cressida Cowper, also known as Cressida Cowtipper.
Yeah, Cressida Cowtipper. It'll never be you.
And she's really gonna be I think more highlighted in season 3 because in Penelope's story, she's a big part of Penelope's trauma.
Interesting. That'll be, I'm so excited. They are filming season 3, as we said already. Cannot wait. Okay, so this is a nice moment with Anthony and Edwina. Like, she is showing that, like, she's just a compassionate, empathetic person, and she'll find stuff to talk about and bond with you no matter what. If you're nice to her, she's going to be nice to you.
Yeah.
And he just seems really sad. Like right now he's telling her how hard their life is going to be because he is a sad person.
Yeah. And not these ladies listening like, this is fucked up.
No, they have to like chaperone and like pretend they're not listening, but they're clearly listening. This is my favorite part because Edwina stands up for herself in this moment. Because she's like, and then both the mamas are like, what? Because I feel like she's saying, I'm only nice because I like take care of myself and I have like time to myself and I like read and love. I have my own interests. And Anthony's like, what the hell?
Yeah, like I don't care.
Yeah, you can think. I don't really get, I don't know. It's good they get along, I guess.
But that's a child.
Yeah. Lady Whistledown, let's throw that's a child.
Let's just get a quick reminder. That's a child.
I get it constantly. I'm sucked up in it.
How old is she?
So in the book, it's her first year coming of age, and that is
Yeah.
usually when you're 16. So here she is 16.
And he's like 29.
Yeah.
But in the show, they've aged everybody up. So she's at least 18.
Yes. She's
But
probably like 19, but
he's still 29.
that's a child.
Yeah.
And just she looks like a child. It's not like, no offense to her, girl, but like this is your first season. You're naive.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Oh, I love their bath though.
I know.
They have some great bath moments this season. Like that bathtub, it has like flowers painted on it. Like it's so cute.
Well, yeah, I think I've talked about the bathing practices before, but like,
Talk again.
yeah, in the UK and most of like white European countries, you did not bathe every day, but these women who are from India originally, they do bathe every day. They have for a very long time. So they just are always highlighting the fact that like they have their bathtub set up there and they're always putting oils in their hair and on their skin to stay moisturized. So in general, they're gonna smell way better.
Hell yeah. I
Like,
love
way
that.
better than everybody else around them. So
That's such a good fact, honestly. Okay, so now here's Daphne being like, listen, I fucks now. I know what's up. Because I feel like last season was trying to give her the business. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And she didn't know anything, but now she knows, like, she has a husband. She knows how to, like, flirt and stuff. She's like, Anthony, I see right through you, you little idiot.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this up.
Is this young lady truly won your heart?
You met her. You met her family. She is delightful and pleasant and interesting, even wise. What exactly are your objections?
Well, I suppose I do not have any. You say Miss Edwina is the one for you?
Now we're about to talk about
You
Brett.
say she is the one.
Because it's very visceral. Love, I guess, for them. It is for all of us. Kayla's laughing at me. Everyone, my partner just walked by. He was like, what are you saying?
Explain our visceral love.
She said, explain to the people our visceral love. It's happening.
All of our emotions have a physical something attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
So love is one of those.
Yeah. Love is one of those. I do think it's funny, Daphne, a little bit, this monologue kills me when she's like, you could just burst into flames whenever they're around. It's like, okay, if I was Anthony, I'd be like, enough. Like,
Yeah, I know. You're like, I've got a limit on like bursting into flames.
yeah, and like your lips are touching and blah,
But
blah.
it's also a reference to the moment, the first time her and her husband had sex, is he literally was like, I burned for you.
Yeah.
Which was very
Another
famous.
callback.
It's a callback.
I do think it's funny too, like, so in the book, by this point, he's like fully fantasizing about the sister, about Kate. But here in the show, you really can't tell. You can kind of tell, but it's like, who is he thinking about when Daphne
He's thinking about Kate. He's only thinking about Kate.
He's only thinking about Kate?
100%. I think he's doing that thing where he's like thinking about it and then quickly reminds himself, like, oh, put like Edwina's face on this. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be thinking about Edwina, but it's like, no, bro, you're obsessed.
You're obsessed.
You're just trying to pretend and be like, I'll get over it. That's his inner monologue is like, I'll get over it. This isn't real. It's blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
which is a trauma response.
A big trauma response.
Big trauma response. This awful dinner.
Yeah. And ignore this for a moment with Cowper, because we don't really care about her too much. And I want to talk a little bit like deep diving to his like psyche, because that's what it's really all about, is the fact that like he's convinced he's going to die young. So Anthony is convinced he's going to die young. So he does not want to marry for love. And he's actively fighting against it because the idea of like leaving and dying, loving family is like sad. So he's like, I will get a business partner. I will get myself a business partner who can play my countess and can take over with my children when we're done. But like, it also means that like when we have kids, I will not be close to them. Like there's a lot in he's just extremely closed off and detached because he's convinced he's going to die, because he saw his father just spontaneously die.
Yeah. Oh, we get it. They definitely unpack that like later, him and Violet. Like in this episode a little bit, but later in the season, which is really lovely.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself.
No, it's okay. You're just previewing, because this scene right now that we're watching we are getting the plot of like, why is the cousin asking Lady Cowper if she has any brothers and blah blah blah, and there's like a bit of comedic relief. But again, the show's called Bridgerton.
Yeah, and it's just to give us a little bit of Penelope just having to like sit through garbage after garbage.
Yeah. Lady Whistledown, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Any thoughts?
Of this conversation, no. Like of these people, I don't really care. No. It feels very like Pride and Prejudice, but like not as interesting.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I just like watching Kate and Anthony make eyes at each other.
Yeah.
the best. We're all just waiting for their scenes to make eyes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Lady Danbury. Her facial expressions just kill me.
Lady
Yeah.
Danbury, perfection.
Perfection. Literally an inspiration to us all.
Okay, so look at it. We had a little garden shot.
Oh, now this is a good Benedict scene. This is our drugs in my Bridgerton moment. Lady was going to throw the drugs up. Yes. And I'm going to smoke myself. So where did Colin get this? He said he just got it while he was traveling. This, what is it, Molly? Mushrooms?
Mushrooms or Molly. It's not Molly. It's definitely like mushrooms. So Fiona fact.
Fiona fact.
Drugs in the Regency era were not something that could be, they couldn't really like legally do anything about it. So you could do your drugs and people could be like not approving, but like whatever. And it was mostly based off of class. So what I actually read specifically is the wealthier you are, you had like gold dipped opium. So most people believe that like they sprinkle, it would most likely be opium that they're drinking, but obviously if you drink that much opium, you would fall asleep.
Yeah,
And
so we just saw that.
they do believe that mushrooms are a part of it.
Wait, say it again.
They do believe that mushrooms are something that like you could like this. That's why they're showing the tea steeping. Is like that's what they often would do. Is they didn't really do like hard psychedelics or anything, but like because they didn't have the advances. But this is also from a society that like used cocaine for a cough or just for your nerves. If you were like a worried person, they gave you cocaine, which I think is kind of counterintuitive.
Absolutely. People are crazy back then.
Yeah, so that was it. You know, you could get your drugs. It was most likely opium if you were wealthy. If you were poor, then baby, you got the drugstore cocaine and you did more than the advised amount.
You did more than the advised amount. I love that. I love that. And I love this moment between Kate and Eloise. Like I hope we see more moments between them in season 3. Because they are like, I feel like, hi baby cat, the most aligned values wise. You know
Yeah, they definitely have the same perspective or similar enough perspective.
Yeah.
They are
Like,
both people who are like, I'm gonna choose to be a spinster.
yeah, and I feel like so this conversation, she kind of is doing what Kate did. Eloise is doing to Kate what Kate did to Lady Danbury earlier, where she's like, but you seem totally happy being old and alone. And now Kate is kind of being like, yeah, am I?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess
I'm
I'd
not.
just be busy putting the priorities and needs of others before me.
Yeah, constantly. Because that's the thing is like, it'd probably be more relaxing for her to be married. Like, it's probably stressful.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that
what she just
line
said.
that she just said.
Yeah.
That's,
The world is welcoming to an unmarried woman.
No, and then Eloise says that seems to be society's problem, not ours.
Yeah.
Feminism. We love Eloise.
Yeah.
Feminism.
Like,
It's true.
trauma.
That he is.
Trauma baby.
I'm just watching him stare. I like loving him.
Is it?
There's always like fresh flowers on the grave too.
Yeah.
Do you think he hasn't been over there? They were saying he hasn't been there in a while.
Right. Did you know? I know the secret
What secret?
of why there's always fresh flowers at Edmund's grave.
Don't tell me.
I won't.
Okay, so this moment, even though there's not like this is a quiet trauma moment, but I do give this the trauma thermometer full panic. And we might bring this back, but this moment, I think Anthony is like fully having to take the weight of the family, and the mom is like has regular depression because her husband just died, and definitely postpartum depression. Because she's like, I have to force myself to even go look at Hyacinth,
The baby.
the baby.
Where is Hyacinth?
Great question.
What do you mean?
Like,
She's not really present on the show.
yeah, like I don't
She
think
is-
we've seen her.
We have several times, but she's the youngest girl. And I don't think they want us to get attached to the actor because when we get to Hyacinth's story, they have to get a new actor who's older. They can't use a kid. So I think that. And because at this time she wouldn't be too involved in the family stuff. She's fucking 10.
She looks also to me a lot like the actress that plays Francesca too.
Yeah, they do look very
they look really similar, yeah.
But I think we're getting an older Francesca because we're gonna start heading into her story soon.
Yeah, they just recast her with an older person. Also, because the other girl like is on something else and like had conflicts. Like that's why she's not really in this season either. Mm-hmm. How long was morning usually?
Fine. And look at that line. And now there is no air.
There's no air. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? Think about that. So he's remembering all of that. So sad. And then his mom is there again. They're kind of healing, maybe. Is this a healing conversation? I think it is.
I think it is. And wait, are those hyacinths? Those are hyacinths? Or is that the story?
Hydrangeas and hyacinths.
The flower he was picking when he was stung by a bee.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was she named the baby after the flower he was picking when he died?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that. I think that was added as just like an artistic thing because she names all the children in alphabetical order. And her favorite flower was the hyacinth.
Yeah.
I know.
But it was time for H.
Yeah, it was time for H because the other one was Gregory.
And now the mom is like healed, obviously. Because I feel like probably what happened, to be like super analytical, is like because he took on all that responsibility and all the leadership and all the pain, she did have time to like be sad and heal and like really feel what happened and then move on, where he definitely is still in that because he's never had the time to slow down.
Yeah, he was never given an opportunity to like actually fully grieve his father's death and the way that it happened and like how he was affected and how he was a part of it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's just been going. And I do feel like this particular trip to the country, he does seem to like actually be slowing, because I think he's thinking about this life decision like, oh, I'm about to get married.
Exactly.
So he's like actually reflecting on stuff. This part for me also, because the mom is like, a wall went up inside of you after your dad died. And it's like, yeah, it did. But
yeah. I had like self-preservation, girl. I had to suddenly make business decisions and I had to take care of the entire estate, the family, manage the servants. Also, you're basically a landlord to like villages of people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a lot.
In order to like get the stuff done, you have to like put walls up. Beautiful.
You gotta.
There's no shame in it, but like also now you need to take the time to like.
Yeah. I love what he says, this part where he said you to the mom, he's like, you were barely even there, but I'm cursed to remember every waking moment, which is like, I'm glad he said that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because that happened when he was 18 or 19 and he's 29, so it's been 10 years. That's enough time to fully process. I guess because I'm like, people on the internet were like, why haven't they had this conversation before?
You don't have these kind of conversations casually.
Yeah.
Usually something has to like happen.
And all the kids are
so
old.
As we're seeing Benedict looking at these lights, that's what makes mushrooms.
It makes you think mushrooms based on the lights.
Yeah, because
I think so too.
It's high on mushrooms and the lights and colors are probably the most interesting. And also sometimes you get really giggly.
Yeah, he's so giggly. And my favorite is when Eloise is like, what's wrong with you? Like immediately knows, like, he's acting crazy.
Hey, Vivian, someone in the chat has challenged you to wear someone's reading glasses.
Someone's reading glasses?
Has to be reading glasses. Do you have reading glasses in your house?
I don't know. Kayla has some. Who is this?
Fuel caution 100.
Feel Fashion wants me to wear reading glasses.
Only if you're comfortable.
Only if I'm comfortable. I just don't. I would have to go. Does this count? I don't have any other glasses. I'm so sorry. Fuel. What is it?
Fuel caution 100.
Fuel caution 100. I accept, but I can't complete. Mom, dad, grandparents. Yeah, next time. But thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Wait, Fiona did it. Does that count, Lady Fiona?
Ooh. Those are lovely.
Like, why wasn't I suggested? It's really a blue light.
You have reading glasses also. That's exciting. Didn't know that about you.
They're not reading glasses. They're blue light glasses.
Oh, nice.
Screen too much. So maybe it doesn't count, but they look like it.
They should count. I say winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, I accept that.
Thank you, Lady Whistledown. Okay, so now everyone thinks he's about to propose, and it kind of, what do you think changes his mind in this exact moment?
I think that
Kate look down.
Not that she looked down, but I think he looks over at Kate and he's like, shh. I think he's having internal crisis because he's recognizing that he has emotional feelings for Kate and probably romantic feelings, but he's fighting with himself by being like, nope, I gotta marry. I got to marry for business. I'm gonna die young, just like my dad, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes to propose and then panics and is like, not yet, because you can't, because his heart is in a different place.
Dang.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, Edwina's going.
For Edwina or Kate?
Edwina.
I do too, because like I feel like the actress Charitha Tu does such a good job in that moment of like still being poised, but that's the first time we see her panic. She like looks down and is like, what have I done? Like she takes it so personally because that's your whole job is to just get him to propose.
Yeah, that is her entire job and mission. Mission. Like she's a goal-oriented person. She's like, I'm gonna get married. I decided he's the cutest, most attractive, blah, blah, blah.
And he has been like nice to her. Like
actually pursuing her. And he's, you know, on paper, he's the best choice.
Totally.
Got wealth and title. Like he's a nobleman. He's, oh, Edwina.
Is this crying?
Yeah.
This is so sad.
Yeah, and she feels like she failed. And it's like, no, he's just
more about their interests and stuff.
Yeah, and also for Edwina, so much is on her shoulders because she feels like she has to get married to someone very wealthy and title, because she also feels the burden of having to take care of her older sister and the mom and give them a place to live and resources. And it's sort of like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
And they've used up most, if not all, of their money on this one season, so it has to be like you have to at the end of summer.
Yeah, this is such a pressure situation. Do you think Kate feels bad? Like in the book, I feel like you can really see that she does feel bad that she's kind of like flirting with Anthony. And I feel like here we are kind of seeing it. Like she switches so hard into like team Edwina marrying him.
Yeah. She's always reminded of like, oh yeah, it's my sister.
Yeah. Poor guys. We love the little sisters. They're all each other halves. Yeah, like in that, like when she's like looking over her shoulder.
And he's just high painting. Benedict's storyline is just painting.
I love it. I just go all the way. And that he's, bee alert. Like, why does he have bees on his vest?
Yeah.
Like,
sorry, hold on. I can't find it.
Oh, no, it's okay. I love it. He like did mushrooms and he's like, let me adorn myself in the murder of my father.
Yeah, what a choice. So he just got accepted to the Royal School of Art, painting?
Yeah. And like, why would the letter come so late?
Well, you know.
He's so little excited.
Yeah.
Good
Usually
for him.
the mail comes at around the same time, but like the servants collect it. So it's like whenever convenient.
And him like yelling and stuff.
Yeah.
He's so cute. This is another great Benedict scene. And what's Eloise wearing? Like pajamas? Where are they? This is a playroom, right?
No.
Yeah,
I
look,
think-
there's a little theater.
Yeah, like it's their rec room.
Their rec room.
Their version of a rec room.
It is though. Look at it. It's also wrecked. Like the cabinet's open, like stuff is falling.
Yeah, because a very high person's been in there painting.
And now we're finding out about Miss Thompson, right?
We are.
Okay. That's another part of the show I didn't really enjoy.
No.
When he goes to visit her. But it is important for like his story.
Mm-hmm. Closure.
Yeah. He's been high like all day. Right? Because I took that in the morning.
Yeah. Well, think about it. If it is mushrooms, like those are usually like 8 hours.
I guess you're right.
It take a long time.
And now Lady Whistledown is like, I'm gonna start tearing up the other Modis business.
Yeah, so she
Now
starts.
the
Lady
helping her.
Whistledown is like, I'm gonna help Modis Fashions and talk crap about the other seamstress in town, so they'll get more business, and then she can start sending stuff out through the Modis and
Manipulative.
just like trying to hide her papers more. She's got to be sneaky about it because she is intelligent. She's an entrepreneur, and
Entrepreneur.
yeah, and a news journalist, pop culture journalist.
Yeah. I was like, news.
Pop culture.
There is no news happening in the show. That's why I like it. There's not one bit of news. I feel like this is so brave of Penelope. I like this part. I'm going to turn it up.
Much like myself, I think we can get used to one another. My enterprise grows more difficult for me to maintain on my own. If I was spotted by you so easily, it is only so long before I get recognized by someone less discreet.
Which I feel like is going to come up a lot next season too.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe, I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to spoil too much, but I feel like maybe Lady Whistledown might become more than one person is something I've been hearing. Because I think they're going to depart from the books a lot, they're saying. Your face! You're so mad. Because they've already revealed who it is.
Yes, that's a good point.
So to keep it more interesting.
Why did the dog growl at him?
I know.
Newton notoriously doesn't like him until he openly admits that he likes Kate.
Yeah. Because you can tell he's hiding something. And then he shuts, I love the door. Horse moments. We love a horse girl.
Mm. And she like rides astride. So
Yeah.
very déclassé.
Déclassé. And that's a Bridgerton horse, right? She just like kind of
Yeah.
grabs the horse wherever she's at.
You just grab off somebody's horse if you're staying at their place.
I love that. Bring that back.
Bring that back.
Bring back just grabbing people's horses. Oh,
Uh-huh.
and they just happen to meet each other once again in the garden. And she didn't have to talk to him. She could just kept walking.
I know, but it's my favorite, so.
Oh, this is your favorite scene. Should we listen?
I
Miss
mean,
Shaw.
It's your sister.
She's in her room. Not feeling her best this morning, it seems.
yeah, because you like didn't propose.
I
Yeah.
did not mean to disappoint her last night. I did not declare myself.
Declare myself.
Thank you for
I
no
should not be disappointed for long. I must assure her I still intend to propose. Last time was a lark. There. I've got
His vest kind of matching her dress.
Oh,
We love a story.
we love the costuming.
my feeling.
Yeah, and because he's like not actually wearing black anymore. He's wearing like a deep purple.
So your feelings.
Sending us messages.
We love it.
No. All you are doing, my lord, is toying with the emotions of an impressionable young lady.
Miss O'Keefe
Literally.
is perfectly capable of forming her own impressions.
Uh-oh.
So now you claim to know my sister better.
Anthony's panicking.
I don't wish to be happy.
Is this panic?
This is precisely what I wish for her. I can assure you, happiness is not your strength. Exasperation, perhaps, vexation.
Uh-oh,
is
be
definitely
alert.
The only feeling you are in fact capable of engendering
The
with
panic
is that of
rising.
discontent. Do not tell me
Let us stand still,
what
damn
to do.
This is a full panic thermometer moment if we want to throw that back up, Lady Whistledown. Because he sees the bee.
No, do not this.
Oh, it's stung her!
Yeah, and
Breathe.
Immediately asking if she could breathe.
Be certain. No, do not.
Him having a full panic attack, hyperventilating.
I am unharmed.
I love her saying, I am unharmed.
yes, and they're touching hands, and his hand is literally on her chest.
And on his chest, and they're sinking their breath. She's sinking their breath. And he's like, because I also want to point out, I think he's been celibate since the season's, not since the show season, but since like he's been seriously courting Edwina.
Yeah,
He's not fucking, and he's horny.
yeah.
And
They're close. They're gonna kiss. Are they gonna kiss?
are they gonna kiss? They're just gonna breathe. Freaking out. Not the horse name. And then they literally like, this is all nonverbal, and he's like about to cry and come at the same time.
Uh-huh. Now.
Running, panting.
Oh my god, they both have to run to separate places and pant heavily.
And they both grab their thighs. She's like grabbing and rubbing her thighs, and he's like, the way he's like standing, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Biting his thumb.
Biting his thumb.
So hot. Oh my
So
god.
good.
We did it. I can't believe that like flew by.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, Lady Whistledown, how was that moment for you?
Oh, I love an almost kiss.
Yes.
Oh, there's nothing better than an almost kiss. And then the panic afterwards of like,
Yeah.
no,
We almost kissed. Because that moment, so just as we wrap up, huge departure from the book. If you are horned up from this, I highly recommend you go read just that scene in the book. It's crazy. I'm just gonna say he puts his mouth on her. That's what I'll say.
I'll tell you what he does.
And she's going all the way.
She gets stung on the chest and he panics and uses his mouth to try and suck the sucker out of her wound.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
they get
good.
by all the mamas.
Yeah, they do get discovered and it's like a whole
It's so good.
it looks like he's sucking on her titty.
Fully out of nowhere in the garden, you just walk upon someone like sucking.
It's very funny.
I love this show.
It was so good. We love Jonathan Bailey.
Acting the house down. We love it. And I love that like she's the powerful one in that moment. Like he is totally a crumbling mess. I don't know if anyone has ever seen him have a panic attack like that. Because I'm sure he's had like angry outburst panic attacks, you know.
Right, but nothing so vulnerable as in, like he's so afraid she's gonna die in that moment. And that's like something switches in his brain and he's like, whoa, I care so much if she dies.
Yeah. I care way too
So
much.
that's gonna like drive his motivations for next episode, which we're gonna talk about next week.
Can't wait. I can't wait to see it. So everyone, thank you all once again for being here with us and Lady Whistledown. And we'll see you next week for an even hotter time.
I guess it is.
I guess it is.